Welcome, it's the RC Renegade. My friend and I signed up for the NASCAR Racing Experience, where we will drive real NASCAR cars around a real racetrack ourselves. Let's get into the details right now. Right now, it is June 2024 at the time of filming this, and I came across a Father's Day deal on Facebook where you could drive 10 laps at the track of your choice in a real NASCAR car. I called up my father because it's a Father's Day deal and asked my father if he wanted to join me on this endeavor, because this is something that I've always wanted to do and I could never afford it. But with this Father's Day deal that came up, I could, and I asked my dad if he wanted to do it with me. My father said no, because he doesn't really care to do that, but he's like, you totally should, because you would enjoy it. And he's like, ask around, maybe a friend or something will want to join you. And so that's what I did. I called my YouTube buddy, the Unorthodox Master of Games. He has a very successful YouTube channel as well. I called up my buddy, the Unorthodox Master of Games, and I said, hey, would you like to join me on this racing experience? And he's like, we totally should. Let's go. So they had a whole list of tracks that you could choose from on their website, and we were debating between Richmond, Dover, and Charlotte, because those are all in our general area. And we decided to go to Charlotte because even though it's a little bit further away, it's the biggest, it's the fastest, and it's the same price no matter which track you chose. So why not get more driving as opposed to less driving? And so that was our thinking process. Now right now at this moment, it is mid-June, and there are select dates that you choose. And so the only dates that were available for that track that worked with both of our schedules was in November. So this coming November, about 5 months from now, we are going to go do this racing experience. Now you might be asking, what exactly is this NASCAR racing experience and how does it work? Well, this is all new to me too. I've never done this. But from reading on their website and reading the driver brochures, what will happen, we will go to Charlotte Motor Speedway and we will go through a driver orientation and a safety course. So they will sit us down, they will show us the different safety features on the cars, and they will tell us how the cars work. Now these are Generation 4 NASCAR race cars. These are real race cars. This isn't fake. These are real race cars. They raced in either the Cup Series or the Xfinity Series, and now they are being used for this racing experience. When you book one of these experiences, they give you different options. So you can pay to upgrade to a faster car. You could get the car of tomorrow, or another generation of car that is faster with more horsepower. But my friend and I, we don't really care. We just want to be able to drive a true NASCAR car. They have different insurances and packages and upgrade packages. I personally selected the video upgrade package that allows them to put a GoPro in my car, and as I drive the car, the GoPro will be filming from my car, so that means I can share the experience with you guys and post my driving experience on YouTube for the world to see. You might be asking, well, why don't you take your car or your GoPro and put it in the car itself? I cannot, for insurance purposes. They do not allow you to bring a camera into the car. So I cannot, but I can pay them to put their GoPro in the car. And so that's what I'm gonna do. You know, I want to be a part of the system. Like, I don't want to break any rules. So I'm just gonna go with the flow and see what happens. Now, let me mention, you might be wondering, how fast can you go in these racing experiences and how does it work? There are no speed limits. You have a spotter and you are alone in the race car. So there's two different options. You can either pick a ride along where you have a professional driver like take you out on track and you sit in a passenger seat. And my friend and I are like, no, we want the real thing. So the second option is to drive the car yourself. This is the real NASCAR experience. You get in the car, you're in the car by yourself, and you have a spotter that will tell you like what to do over the radio headset. They give you like a full fireproof suit, like a full racing suit, a helmet, and an earpiece so you can hear the spotter. So there are many different companies that provide a racing experience, and my coworker did the NASCAR Racing Experience about 20 years ago, and he said that there was a group of cars that he went out with. There were 6 people in his class, and they all went out onto the track single file. They drove single file, and the front car could like set the pace of how fast to go. There's no speed limits. You can go as fast as you want to go, as far as I know. But like the front car will set the pace, and then like they'll swap. So like after a couple laps, they'll say, hey, you know, the next car in line can go to the front, and like you just rotate through like a cycle, and when it's your turn to lead, like you can set the pace and go however fast you want to go. Now, I'm not totally sure how this will work. Like, it could work out that way. It could work out differently. I don't know. But my friend and I are going to find out. We'll document the experience as much as we can, and we'll tell you guys about it once we're done. Now, these are real cars, and these are real tracks. This is dangerous. Like, there have been people that have died doing the NASCAR Racing Experience. And so you might ask, are you a little bit nervous? Yes, I am. And my friend is too. I would be lying if I said I'm not scared, because it's scary. I could die. It's a fact of life. I could wreck the car and I could die. Now I hope that doesn't happen. They have safety precautions in place, but anytime you get behind the wheel of a race car, you are taking a risk. And if it so happens that I die in this experience, I mean, it's unfortunate, but I will die doing something that I love to do. You know, you can't just sit around and do nothing with your life. At least for me personally, I want to live my life to the fullest. So, you know, if that happens, I will have already released this video at that time. So, you know, thank you guys for your support. But, you know, it should be fine. I mean, these cars are safe and accidents are far and few in between. And so, you know, we'll just go in there, follow all the rules, do as they say, and, you know, hopefully everything will turn out okay. And I can show you guys an awesome video at the end. Excuse me. So I'm not totally sure what to expect going into this, but I have a general idea of how these cars work. They are stick shift. They are not automatic. These are stick shift cars. They're standard. They have V8 engines, and they go about 150 miles an hour or so from what I'm told. So I don't know how fast we will get up to. I'm not totally sure. The other thing I don't know about, I do not know if these cars have a speedometer. As far as I know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, these cars have a tachometer, and they gauge how fast they're going on pit road, because I think pit road speed is about 55 or 60 miles an hour. And they gauge how fast they go on pit road based on their RPMs, or the revolutions per minute, which you get off of the car's tachometer. So you just lock your tachometer to a certain number, and like at that number, you're going 55 miles an hour. As far as I know, that is how that works. So I do not believe these cars have an actual speedometer in them. It's very different than a car that you would drive like every day, because these are professional race cars. The other thing I'm not sure about, I don't know how loud it will be. Excuse me. In my Richmond Racing Experience video, where like I documented going to the NASCAR race, you can check that out on one of my previous videos. Someone brought an actual like cup car, and they started it in front of us, and I was standing there filming, and like I was laughing because like it was literally shaking like inside of my chest as they started this car, and I was standing next to it. So now I'm like, man, like if I'm behind the wheel of one of these cars, what is it gonna sound like when I'm driving it? Like how loud is it gonna be in my ears? Will it be shaking my chest? Will it be shaking my hands on the wheel? Like, what will that experience be like? I don't know, but I'm about to find out. And I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also excited, as well as my friend. He's a little bit nervous, but also excited. And so I just wanted to let you guys know of this exciting opportunity that we have coming up this fall, and I will keep you guys posted on this experience. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos. We'll catch you guys in the next one.